All of these ideas from Chapter 5 of Education, Equality, and Social Policy and Chapter 2 of Emergence of a Modern School System, the 19th Century, come together in a period known as the Progressive Era, an era in time roughly between the late 19th to early 20 to mid 20th century, dedicated dedicated by social and political reform, especially around race and gender. This era is particularly emphasized through the progressive ideology of education, specifically an ideology, a sociology dedicated to humanitarian disposition and integrating education and the work that we do in education with the local community. One another main focus of this framework for education was more humane treatment of children and more child-friendly educational approaches. The idea that children were less the idea that children weren't just small adults, but instead had different psychological needs and needed to grow into adults, at least at psychologically, became a central part of this movement. Another key element of this movement was not just focusing solely on what is happening inside the classroom, but thinking of the child to the curriculum to the school to the society, the bigger picture of why you're doing what you're doing. These ideas are also explored in part two of The School, The Story of American Public Education. Specifically, this part focuses on these ideas, progressivism ideas, and more humane treatment of children and child-friendly educational approaches coincide during this time through um the from industrial to scholarly, um as specifically how people during this time people wanted children in school rather than working, which was the norm for so long. As the social, intellectual, emotional, and physical development of a child became important considerations in society. And as such, a big push against child labor, specifically child labor in industrial settings, became a huge part of the progressive era of education. Not only affected progressivism, but was affected by progressivism.